Welcome to Dota. The battle begins.
syndereN OG versus GG. Should be a pretty hype match, my friend. Mike.
The days you want to peak is on the main stage, and I think something that's really good for Gaimin Gladiators in general is that, oh, hang on.
Nice cookie. He's going to close the gap here for Yuragi to right-click Tofu. Pops that Fairy Fire, but the Jingu is up, and First Blood goes to Yuragi. Gets a little bit of HP back thanks to the Boundless.
Doesn't really offer that much for a Slardar most of the time, right?
Offers courier killing potential, apparently. As you can see, another cookie setup kill onto Tofu. Jingu with the Scatter Blast. And second kill in this lane for Yuragi. Could be Onion.
could be anyone.
Scatter Blast onto Ace. Yuragi's here though. The cookie setup. Boundless strike. Sunstrike's coming as well. And Ace one right click away and Yuragi takes it. On the other side, Amar did fall to Dyrachyo. And Celery able to get out, so no trade at the top lane, but a trade basically globally for both respective position threes. Taiga, Dyrachyo, another raise, but not quite enough to finish the job. The Pine Cone is very scary,
it's too slow.
But very slow, as you would expect from an inanimate object.
Looks like still alive.
They'll be able to juke it successfully. So if they can, I mean, with the TP coming into the top lane, we'll see if they can punish this a little bit.
Yep. This should be a good rotation. If they kill Amar again, they actually stifle his game a lot.
They run into
here,
Taiga instead. They won't be as happy with this potential trade. And Taiga will be the sacrifice for OG, which again, they're going to be relatively happy. Although he did TP there. He was the one that TP'd, so
he did, but
a little bit of a long walk.
It's a much smaller prize to claim. And in the meantime,
lane, Cookie, so much setup for this Sunstrike, and Yuragi still ends up with the kill himself.
I don't trust you. I will get the farm.
Yeah,
oh, nice side step.
Yeah, but he's going to take a full Wukong's command, trying to walk on the outskirts with a Boundless Strike into the Sunstrike again. Not even needed. Enough damage again for OG.
Again. Seems like it was a big part of why Gaimin did pick this hero in this game.
Dyrachyo, Requiem, there it is. Do they have the raise? Yep, and Ace is here as well.
Huge
Big kill for Gaimin Gladiators off of the Invis rune from Dyrachyo. But gonna get punished to a degree. Ace will fall.
Nothing comes for free.
syndereN.
Once in a blue moon.
Well, the smoke gank didn't end up resulting in a kill, at least not yet, although Yuragi is hunting. Celery inside the tree line here. There's the vision. Celery is mega dead. But again, just the support for Gaimin. Don't know if the blink...
Loaded to the gills.
Quickly back to live as Ace is dead, so we didn't get to see that gank in its full juicy perspective.
For them to go for their next objective, which is right here, and this goes very, very fast actually. OG.
Yeah, they have to be careful though. Mortimer Kisses are online. If OG have an idea this is happening, the Sunstrike is going to reveal a little bit. There's Avatos back into the pit. Amar just dead, just like that, as the Mortimer's Kiss is coming out into Dyrachyo, but the global silence counter that the panel talked about, and this is looking like a potential free Roche for Gaimin now.
Yeah, OG just giving it up. They're not interested. They don't have their Slardar. They can't get in there.
Yep, and the zoning Requiem.
Yeah, I love that move from Gaimin Gladiators. Really good stuff. They not only do they get the Aegis, but keep in mind this Radiant lineup is incredibly good at killing Roche. So the fact that you take it away from them is almost as valuable as getting it yourself.
Oh boy, Boundless Strike, yeah. The Aegis could have been on him, but instead he would have died twice in this scenario, I would assume. Although, you can see Gaimin starting to pincer in a bit. The Avatos onto 3, Misha very low, nice Firestorm from Ace as Yuragi kind of separated from his team, attempting to TP out, and he will be able to TP successfully, just barely out. The Aegis was able to claim for themselves. It feels like it's OG's momentum right now to a degree, despite that Roche.
This aggressive move from OG could actually fail horribly. They don't know that they're visible.
Avalanche! And the toss, Requiem to follow. Yuragi is mega dead, and here comes Ace with the Fiend's Gate. Misha's going to be the second kill, so nice pickups for Gaimin.
What a sick ward. Like,
Why are you laughing? Isn't that the best part of that? It's so good.
I mean, it's half a second, right?
Boom. He gets initiated on by Amar, who pops his newly picked up BKB, continuing to bash away as the Wraith Pact is placed. The global silence is not really going to dissuade OG from continuing any further. And Taiga, he's going to get the backup of the rest of his team now. Now the focus is entirely on Ace, and the Mortimer's Kisses are going to be enough. Double kill for BZM off the back foot of this. 3 dead for Gaimin as they are punished severely. Approaching the half HP mark. See if Gaimin can try to contest this, because this could be a turning point for them in this game, no doubt about it. They're going to run right into Misha. Roche is abandoned temporarily, but Ace is caught out. Yuragi gets off his ultimate, but he's taking heavy damage, has to pop the BKB, and now everybody tries to reset as the global silence comes in. And it resets this fight to a degree as Boom gets the Avatos onto Misha. It's going to be close on this kill. Finally finds it. That's just the first death in this engagement. As you can see, Amar going to town on a BKB SF through the song. And he's going to find that kill relatively easily, but he's going to be traded as a double kill for Celery of all heroes. And it turns into a 3 for 2. BZM has to ghost walk away. Yuragi's still fine and healthy. The rest of Gaimin might have to reset a bit as 2 cores have died. And really the trade is for 2 supports as BZM nets the double kill thanks to that Sunstrike.
Underlord has a little bit more presence. He can offer more protection here for the Shadow Fiend by playing more aggressively in the fight, but he had to back off, and that gave Amar the angle to just go in straight away and just isolate Duracha out of the fight. Shadow Fiend is that big damage dealer for Gaimin. Oh, we're back to live here.
Yeah, we have mass TPs onto the outpost as the Mortimer's Kiss is coming, but not that much damage applied. As we can see, inside the pit, Roche still pretty healthy, but OG gonna try to start taking it now. Ace gets the Firestorm off, and here comes the tree volley from Boom, but not a whole lot of damage applied, mostly to Roche himself, as it looks like. Silence is going to get initiated, but Tofu gets the force stamp off just in time as BZM has to re-engage, has to reset completely as BZM is taking huge physical damage from Duraccio. And both teams, neither have found a kill in this engagement, but time and time again. Smoke out from OG. Requiem try to buy some time to be able to take the second Roach, and they get it. Duraccio with the Aegis and the Shard.
Did he just last him with
Looks like they
Sunstrike?
actually want to try to fight this. Is OG able to get the beautiful meteor onto several heroes, but Tofu and company able to maneuver onto the other side of the pit. They haven't lost anybody here. Who did they get the Roche kill? No. Oh, you're right. Duraccio snatched the Aegis, so
I think BZM Sunstruck the Roche.
either that or an illusion from
that this hero can pull off. So they're not even too worried about ending up trading towers, but they should be worried about Ace's life potentially, trying to bait out a BKB here. Now he doesn't have the mana for it.
Yeah, TPs are coming, but he's done.
Amar.
So TPs matter not. Wukong's command use from Yuragi. I guess that's going to be try to approach this.
Do they have any offensive
we have the
force
balance strike, and look at the damage! The Aegis is just gone like that. Now the Wukong's command into the meteor, and Duraccio dies a second time in the blink of an eye. Ace has to BKB Fiend's Gate away, and the rest of Gaimin have to ditch. Celery doesn't have that opportunity, and it looks like Tofu's TP gets canceled as well, so 3 dead as OG. Just on another level, he is up again.
Yeah.
To be able to get the literal permabash is insane.
Yeah.
Man,
Clean.
so hard to play against that. As tree volley coming in. Boom. Oh, he's actually getting some damage because the Avatar's back into the pit. And they're going to get some form of revenge onto Amar.
Talk. The OG have, or Gaimin Gladiators have to come back here. They're sending back the Underlord for now.
Forge Spirits won't be able to finish it off, although Boom, he's going to get ensnared, and you can see Gaimin have already TP'd a couple heroes, so they don't have that many in numbers. Boundless Strike connects as well. Duraccio has to Requiem to try to zone away the rest of OG, but there's the Sheep Stick and the Meteor with the Mortimer's Kiss. There's so much fire destroying the Stone Man as BZM able to get his BKB off, but you can see the song being used, and now they're just going to focus down the BKB targets for the time being. So 2 dead in favor of OG. With the Wukong's command, Boundless Strike onto 2, and Gaimin are getting destroyed.
Oh, so clean. What an insane fight from OG. Everything landing perfectly.
Man.
Great spellcasting scenery. The way they set up that kill on Tiny and take advantage of him not having BKB is just...
The Soul, so won't be as powerful as he could be. The Scotty now picked up by Yuragi. That's 2 lanes. Now trying to go for the Megas. Boom. He's going to get initiated on mid-tree volley, and look how fast he dies again. Scatterblast finishes him off. He does have buyback this time, though. But at this point, it's going to be mega creeps. As Gaimin, they're just getting zoned out by BZM, who has the delicious meatball surprise with the refresher. And the global silence is there.
Can't play. Like, he's literally just
He
not
just dies on the outskirts as the rest of Gaimin are stuck in their freaking fountain right now. Good lord. OG, I think it's just the range racks on the top to be able to get those mega creeps as Yuragi pops the BKB. Boom, with a pretty good tree volley, but it's not enough damage at this stage of the game. As they're going to be able to finish off, and that's a dieback for Mr. Boom himself. And it looks like game one, as GG's come out, go to OG in extremely convincing fashion. And I know we came in thinking OG would be the favorites coming in, and they're showing why here. They're able to play greedy with double Midas, and it worked out.
It did. Gaimin Gladiators went for one of their, you know, tried.
Welcome to Dota. The battle begins.
Sense,
It's kind of like me. I talk a lot, but not so much play, you know? So, after defusal, I don't know, is BKB an
Celery?
Yep.
That's going to be first blood for Amar. And Daraja has to be careful. He's going to pop the rage, though.
Yeah. This 20 to 45 from that level 1 to 2. One of the biggest spell upgrades in the entire game, in my opinion. All right, good setup.
Mid with the frostbite, a lot of damage to BZM, but he gets off the swash.
Oh, the
miss from Boom. On the low ground, but he still finds the kill in the end.
Very close.
Fortunate for Boom.
If Taiga had enough mana for Cogs, he might have actually survived there. They'd find the Jakiro.
He's going to get trampled down, and Yuragi gets off the time dilation. Not going to be able to likely find a kill unless he gets a timely bash here on
Any bash? Any bash?
No. He's able to only get hit once.
I believe this is what some people refer to as NA driver. That's
okay,
what that
sure. Celery, he's going to get soloed down. Amar actually gets credit for that kill, and now the Viper Strike onto Daracha, attempting to TP out. Oh, he dies in the fountain. Oh, dear. Very unfortunate sequence of events for Gaimin Glad.
For here would be a really, really good play to try to bring back Daracha. I think this is the right idea with this Invis rune.
And Daracha
like Amar's no idea.
And there's the initiation. He has to stand his ground with the Nether Toxin and the right clicks. It's actually
trade him
he's
away,
just gonna
though.
rot away inside. So it's a 1-for-1, and now Celery with the rotation of BZM will be taken out. So it looked like it was going to be a clean pickoff for Gaimin Gladiators, not to be, and it might be even more as Boom has to expend a lot of mana, but Taiga not quite level 6 yet.
Maybe not, actually.
He's catching up. Shield crash, and he's going to get locked down into oblivion, so another kill for OG. Yeah, that is odd, but Amar always has his reasons for
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has bought this multiple times before and I just haven't noticed, but it just stood out to me. This is an item combination you very rarely see, Wraith plus Null.
Uh-oh.
Good steal there from Boom, though.
Yeah.
Got some of it.
Indeed. Gonna take an ice pass.
Oh, no.
Take down eventually, though, to Misha. And now Celery looks to be next, potentially. Not even needing the rolling thunder.
God. And it was on the edge, too. I think he died from the last tick of Dual Breath. It was the very last second, so also we have it called
Yuragi, the global silence, the infest out, and they do claim themselves the Faceless Void. And it's hard not to look at the scoreline because it's a 3K lead for OG, but Taiga is going to be the next to fall, it looks like.
Okay.
So Gaimin able to get some important kills here.
When you don't have it, you maybe need to be a little bit more creative with the plays that you make, but when Global is up, there's just no excuse for not finding a big pick, and it's going to happen right now.
They're going to spawn him, he swashbuckles to the creeps, which actually gives him a little bit of extra space. But there, he's going to get silenced, and eventually brought down.
It cost Boom.
Yes, it did, but he dodges the hook shot. He's going to be spotted, but I don't think they can close the gap in time. The ice path.
Or BKB, one or the other. But until that point, I think Storm has his number. And they could even kill him with an Infest Bomb, I think, without Global, as long as they have that Witchblade. Enough Taiga is going to find Celery.
Indeed, inside the cogs. Ace is here to watch for the time being, but Dyrachyo pops the Rage, and now the focus is on Taiga. Gets off the hook shot, and look at that range from Amar. They end up getting the support kill in the end as BZM gets off. Oh, doesn't want to go for the Rolling Thunder quite, but the Electric Vortex comes in. But you have to be careful to that Storm Spirit. The Infest into Ace with the Trample. Not enough to finish off Taiga in the end as the Uproar procs. The cogs being used as a wall to be able to maneuver with this Rolling Thunder. That's going to be the death of Ace, and now the Chronosphere on his teammates, but the more important is on the Lifestealer, and Dyrachyo will fall as a result.
His Storm Jump comes in. If Ace uses his spell combo onto the Pango, I think they actually could potentially kill him there.
I hear the onslaught. It's a lot of damage. Taiga is dead.
That'll do. OG are considering a move.
Radiant are scanning.
Got the Infest Bomb ready to come, but the action's going to start onto Celery, who's just dead right off the bat. The Global Silence comes, though. Rolling Thunder already activated. As Dyrachyo able to claim himself the first kill. They're going to find another on top as Amar falls. The buyback was used on the Celery. You can see the BKB already activated from Ace. And Taiga at the root keeps him in place, and Celery's buyback ends up being worth it. So double kill for Boom as Gaimin. Yeah, of course, just a little bit. I'm sure it's really helped out a lot as
does break here.
They don't know what direction. It is daytime. Onslaught used on the wrong side. Tofu, you have the zip coming in from Boom. Electric Vortex is there. And he's going to easily be taken out, so a big pickoff for G. They're going to smoke up and try to contest, but this Roche is going down.
It seems like the purpose of this from Gaimin Gladiators is to bait a fight. I think they know that they're not going to get it in time.
Yeah, they back out for now. Flashbuckle already used as the hook shot comes in, will connect, but there's the Global Silence into the Pulverize, so it looks like Taiga will be the first to fall. Gets off the cogs, says, oh no, BZM stuck inside the cliff essentially. Again, after the shield crack, finally finds his way to the high ground, and Celery will be the first kill on the side of OG, but the buyback now onto the Jakira, but there we see Yuragi with the Chronosphere, all on the Lifestealer, and he is dead. 50 seconds of no Dyrachyo, and that might mean OG gets Roche, but we'll see.
I think they have to kind of combo break here and get the Clockwork out of the picture immediately so they get a numbers advantage. But that Pango roll and then... this hero has some of the funniest moments in the game, but they were still okay.
It is painful at times.
Yeah, Roche, very low.
It is low, but the hook shot onto Ace, and it looks like Yuragi is going to get the Aegis, no problem. Ace now cannot get out of the cogs easily, and as a result, OG pick him off. And now they're going to continue on. Boom. Pretty low on mana, but 4 staff, and Celery's working on one for himself now as well.
Yep.
So just having these options for the cogs,
yep,
pretty
need
important. Best.
Celery,
but here comes the initiation from Boom. Look at the burst damage. Global Silence is there for the Yuragi. Pops the BKB and the Chronosphere. Trying to focus down Celery to start things out. They'll get him relatively easily. Now Dyrachyo gets destroyed. Misha gets credit for that, and Boom able to zip away. And Taiga, no hook shot here. So Boom is fine, but initiation from Gaimin looked good initially. Not able to find themselves a kill, though. And that was still...
And OG's counterplay just, again, showing... proving to be too strong.
Yeah, Yuragi, he might use the Aegis here. Nope, time walks, he's fine. And now a lot of mana missing from Boom. BZM. Still in that Rolling Thunder. Celery, he's going to be spotted and easily brought down from OG as Ace gets 4-staff action. Now the zip in from Boom. This is going to be an Infest Bomb. They're going to try to focus on Yuragi. They get him. That's life number 1. But the Storm is already dead. You can see the Uproar Aghanim Scepter from Ace doing massive damage as he secures himself a double kill. But now all onto Dyrachyo. Gets bashed up, gets brought down, and it looks like Ace is next on the list. Pops the Uproar one more time. Oh, he actually gets a nice pulverized triple kill for him. And ultra kill, and then eventually brought down to Yuragi's hand.
How the hell did he get an ultra out of that? He had the dieback earlier we talked about. He's just been dying every fight. 11 deaths here. And it's...
Oh, we got the zip in onto Amar. Dyrachyo. The BKB from Amar. He's going to try to walk away, and the rest of his team is here. The bash comes out of the swashbuckle, but now the Global Silence in retreat for Gaimin. But the Yule Scepter, Boom, out of mana, and brought down again. OG punish.
Amar's just so tanky. This is his standard Viper build. He tanks up. Dragonlance Scotty. 3k health, 25 armor. Lifestealer doesn't have the damage.
Yeah, Dyrachyo is gonna be jetpacked on, and the bash comes out from BZM, gets off the open wounds, but it's not gonna matter. He is caught out. And 2 big kills for OG. They can try to extend this lead now.
Tanky. Viper with the 3k health as we've covered. You've got Greaves on clock. Tango's got
Yuragi, he gets initiated on.
Okay.
And he gets blown up from 100 to 0 instantly.
Like I said, they don't have the damage, Shannon. It's
like you said, having that on Lifestealer does help. And that's something that they did not take advantage of last time, is when they got the Roche, they're not able to do anything with it, as the Macropire used to slow down Ace, but he's going to be fine.
He was eyeing up the Shivas, but he changed it now to Refresher.
He gets hook shot, and the Cogs back in, but the zip in. Oh, the instant bash onto Boom. He has to use his Yules just to keep himself alive. We'll have to zip away now, as even the Infest is used to actually disengage. Looks like Tofu's going to be the sacrifice, but that was an instant bash from the Swatch after the zip in from the Storm Spirit. It's a little bit unfortunate for Gaimin, but they don't lose too much.
I believe the math on getting a bash when you... Oh, hang on.
They're going to go back in, and you can see they're going to blow up Amar right off the bat. The buyback from the Silencer just to get the global silence off, and now the Pulverize coming through as well. Double kill for Dyrachyo, as Yuragi wants to try to fight, at least trying to get the Crystal Maiden. He'll do so. He'll time walk back out. Not a whole lot of mana to speak of now onto the Lifestealer, but he's got that Ghoul Frenzy, syndereN, which is all he really needs. He gets hookshot though, so Taiga gives himself enough space to walk away.
Their supports, so maybe that's just not a possible play. Ace is showing himself.
Yeah, he was looking for something. He's gonna get gone on again though, and he's gonna be bursted again. He does have buyback if he wants to expend it, but it looks like OG will likely just attempt to get back to base. So Gaimin.
So anything, anyone's game again.
Indeed. Hook shot, Dyrachyo no more with the Aegis. He's gonna get pushed back, but he gets the Infest off in a creep, healing up a little bit, trying to get his HP back via right-clicking, but it's not going to happen. But the reinforcements have arrived as Boom able to get one. The Taiga buys back into the game. Ace pops the BKB, now focusing on Amar with that trample, doing quite a bit of damage. Now we'll have to just TP out, but he gets back. Whoa!
Oh, it's on cooldown. It was on cooldown, I think, from
Shield Crash.
A little bit from these jumps.
He's gonna get hookshot on, and the item is still down there, but he pops the Uproar. No more bashes as a result, at least temporarily. Dyrachyo's come to play as well. There's a zip in from Boom. The focus again onto Yuragi, and he's dead again! Third time they've done this. Taiga, he's in his jetpack, and he's TPing home. They find a lone Jakiro, though. So Misha drops to the deck, and Gaimin seem to be...
And keep in mind, OG have 1 Force Staff, and it's on the Viper. He has the pipe.
Boom actually initiates onto BZM, but there's the Aeon Disc proccing for him. Dyrachyo trying to re-engage, but he's going to get the Infest off onto Boom. He's getting bashed into Oblivion, into the Rolling Thunder. They take out the Storm Spirit. Beautiful coordination from OG as Ace kind of left all alone right now, but he's a big, juicy book, so might not want to touch him here, syndereN. BZM. It's off the bash. Ace has to use Refresher, and he gets bashed mid-TP. Oh, but gets off the Onslaught and into the Yules. I would assume this is going to be a kill eventually, but it's on the Pulverize now. Is he going to get this kill on the BZM? Pops the Shard, and Ace just getting kited with the time dilation on top, and eventually the big bad beast is dead.
Of stopping the Primal Beast from doing his thing, though.
And now they're attempting to go high ground. No Storm for 15 seconds. You can see Ace does have buyback, despite being dead for 50 right now. Hook shot, and Tofu, he is donezo.
No buyback on him.
Yeah, 90 seconds of no silencer. That is big. Now they're focusing down onto Celery. He does have buyback himself, but Amar and company really want to go deep. The Kronos completely wins other than Amar, and that is going to likely be the death of him. We'll see if he gets the tips or not, but either way, technically speaking, Gaimin does defend, and now the zip from Boom, finding the Jakiro. Double kill for him now. So they defend, and they got, no, the Aegis is still there.
They find the Maiden here, and if this Chrono connects on the Storm there, they kill them both. We're talking 0.3 seconds, so it's like... What are you doing?
Oh, we got double buyback from being chronoed by his teammate. Understandable. His ace is infested on, you can see Gaimin. If they can get the nice little cheeky kill on the BZM, that'll be a dieback.
Okay.
Zip, okay, that's the Aghanim Scepter, Electric Vortex onto the both supports, and they're both dead just like that. And now, pulverized, but the Eon Disc procs is BZM trying to find some distance. Dyrachyo company trying to focus down Yuragi again. There's the onside, there's the first death.
Do they have more stuns?
We'll see. Spawn's back in, Frostbite is dispelled instantly. Celery getting, okay. Boom goes in with another big stun. The Yule's keeping BZM alive, but this might be the death of him. Gets off the shark, and the Swashbuckle, he's alive! But there's the onside again! Are you serious? BZM still lives! That would have been an enormous kill.
Fallen.
And now, keep in mind, Ace, we haven't, I don't know if you mentioned this, he has the Pulverized talent. Did you mention that? The 25 talent? So the Primal Beast has two amazing choices to make at 25. You either double the duration of Pulverize, or you make it Pierce BKB.
BZM gonna use his shard, but they're gonna try to focus down Amar. The open wounds is ripping him a new one, but there's the Chronosphere! Oh, he gets popped outside! Boom will live! Unbelievable! And we'll see if they're able to turn this around as Yuragi. Oh my god, he time walks everything off! But BZM is taking the brunt of the damage, uses his shield crash, trying to get back to his base, but the onslaught finally finishes off the Pangolier. Dyrachyo barely alive as the Uproar doing a good amount of damage, but Ace will finally fall. So technically a 1-for-1 exchange. Tofu able to TP out.
Shit.
Everything is so close.
Everything is literally like, it's gonna drop super low, backtracking some of the damage.
Yeah, just
Time walks in and out.
Oh, meanwhile, Amar, he's
God.
dead. 115 seconds of no Viper. Big kill for Gaimin.
Was he just out solo pushing mid?
Yes, by being in a 4v5 advantage, or 4v3 advantage. So we'll take the top set of racks, and then can waddle their way back down to bottom to get megas. But still so much time without these heroes. But here's the initiation. Global silence, but the instant BKB. But now the bash applied to Yuragi. Now trying to focus down Dyrachyo. He's going to have to time walk out, and instead they're going to lose Taiga. Does have buyback, though.
Yeah.
That's 2 sets.
Getting this. What a treat, though. It feels like every team fight has some sort of detail that means everything.
Yeah,
like,
and it's always something very small, technically speaking, right?
Like one key backtrack, or one hero getting pushed a little, or one perfect force stab.
All right,
the
they found Yuragi. Onto Yuragi. He's gonna get pulverized. Is this enough? It is, but he does have buyback available. The bash not enough to keep Boom in place. Big rolling thunder from BZM as the Viper strike now to Dyrachyo. He's gonna get chronoed as well, and he's gonna be brought down. He also has buyback though, but that's the bigger kill on Ace, who does not.
And he used Refresher too before he died, which I guess actually doesn't matter because he done locked down. You also have a 9-second BKB on Boom. He finally buys it and has buyback.
A very late game BKB.
He got it minute 53. Okay, Taiga.
Is that going to be the kill on the support? But there's a global silence. Boom comes in with a beautiful electric vortex onto 2. The support is already dead, and Amar extremely low on top. But he pops the cheese. Now it's taking the right clicks from Dyrachyo. But there's the Chronosphere with the macro pyre on top. Is it enough to take out Dyrachyo? It's going to be close. He gets silenced, so cannot rage, cannot use open wounds. But he dies and buys back. 3 dead for OG. No buybacks available, and that might do it. Gaimin
will stay here. This is 100% over if they just push.
It's
There's
always very...
absolutely no way Void could defend this.
Maybe they're just going for stats. They need Roche kills, syndereN, to get their quest completed.
Yep.
Maybe that's a bonus that Gaimin Gladiators, the org, will give them. The more Roche kills.
We promised you would bring you the...
Oh, we get to see Life Stealer, Aghanim Scepter. Yuragi, he's gonna get punished. The sheep stick is there. Please use Infest on top of him. For the love of God, no, we won't. But it's a full team wipe, and GG is called as GG. Gaimin Gladiators extend it to game number 3. What a game. I was not expecting them to come back, but that was it the second Roche? Or was it the
one they snuck?
The one they snuck.
Yeah, they
basically
were 10K
won the game.
behind. What an insane comeback this was.
Welcome to Dota. battle begins.
It's actually a pretty good question, so I'm proud of him. I think he's improved a lot.
Kind of them being affected by stuff like this kind of ended after the last major. Celery making some heavy damage. There's the leap from Taiga. Another one, right click to come, and he'll end up getting first blood as a result of it. Taiga just continuing to roam on this Mirana.
Yeah, you just can't underestimate the Sunstrike factor. It's always going to be there.
Oh, Burrow Strike, Sandstorm into the arrow. Even bigger kill coming out. Tofu successfully dealing tons of damage as this support disruptor.
Get Ace's CS line here. 13 denies.
We got the ensnare. Sunstrike to come, and that's enough. BZM, that's going to help.
If you swap Mirana and Jakiro, I think your top lane is very susceptible all of a sudden. Jakiro does not perform nearly as well as Mirana against Undying Shadow Fiend, so that lane swap wouldn't really do it, I think. And snare bottom.
Sunstrike coming, but it's going to be shared, it looks like, between Tofu and Ace. Still, these axes. Glimpse now onto Yuragi. He's getting very low. Has to pop the wand. The ice path used to dissuade GG from continuing on, but Taiga has TP'd in. Leap into the Starstorm. Not going to be enough to find a kill as Misha's taking the Thunderstrike damage from Tofu, so despite the TP coming out from OG, Gaimin Gladiators are the one that gets the kill.
I'm very curious what Tofu skills here.
Oh, Amar in the Sandstorm. They have the vision. Has to burrow to the high ground. It's like he's fine.
What does Tofu skill? He's still holding his point. There's the glimpse.
Oh, Yuragi! Ace gets credit for that one, and this bottom lane, absolute disaster for OG.
And also keep in mind, this hero with farm, I would argue Disruptor scales pretty well. He has an insane axe. He has really good talents. Like, don't count this out as a potential 4-pick later in the tournament.
Mars going to be seen here. There's the dust. He is X'd up as well. Torrent to follow, and the raise tries to time it, but can't. As Boom gets credit for that one. That sound was quite aggressive, actually.
Yuragi is going to find Ace here. Could ensnare Sunstrike this.
Yep, they're going to attempt to...
Oh, nice block on the arrow.
Arrow not going to connect, but they still have so much damage to work with, and Ace drops to BZM.
The lineup that has this much, like, one-shot burst, the Ghost Ship can really make a difference. They're going to find Yuragi. No song skill.
Yep, Ghost Ship is a coming.
Done.
Gets hit. Duraccio even priming his ult. Not even needing it, though, because the Static Storm is placed with the raises in addition. More than enough damage to take out Yuragi. See if they go for this tier 1 tower, but OG, they've come, and there's the epic kill. The Blink Dagger comes out as well from Amar, as Duraccio, he's getting very low, will drop inside the Macro Pyre. It's going to be a trade for the Jakiro, though. Is Taiga able to leap out, but still inside that kinetic field, as they end up taking out BZM on the sideline here, and 4 dead overall in favor of Gaimin. They lose the Shadow Fiend, but...
Frail, and... You know, you get punished really hard. That time he wasn't even needed. Sponged up damage and his team pounce.
Oh, we have the gank here coming out from OG, and they're going to find themselves, Boom, gets off his Ghost Ship, but to no avail here.
BZM with a tip, missing the arrow on the Sand King stun.
Doesn't need it. But they do see this juicy stack, and be a little bit of a slow one, but we have the Glimpse top lane, Static Link, and the Roar expended. Looks like BZM is going to tick out here one way or the other. Amar able to TP top. They might find the trade on Tofu, but see Celery is in his Flesh Golem form with that Soul Rip available, and Duraccio's come to play as well. You can see the Tombstone dealing a huge amount of slow here.
Oh, nice from Amar.
Able to find another kill in favor of Gaimin.
Well done.
And the tier 1 tower.
Dodges the Glimpse with Burrow Strike. One of the only mobility spells in the game that can do that. If not the only, actually. It has to be as you're getting Glimpse back, but you finish the animation after you have returned to the Glimpse. That makes sense. It's a pretty narrow window. Nicely done from Amar.
Epicenter, they're going for the kill onto Boom again. The arrow Sunstrike combo as well. Tofu, he has to walk away knowing that Boom will likely fall again in the same area.
This is where their lineup really comes online, and you gotta say, Immortal Faith, you have 14 minutes left, so you gotta start
That's quite the timer. BZM would be a very big kill. Thunderstrike giving them some vision. Glimpse back into the Static Storm, attempting to TP out, but Boom is here, boat and all. They get the Aegis, they get a high value kill.
Top, like, I think you really...
To get that tier 3?
Yeah, I think you take the risk here. Okay, maybe not.
Oh, the initiation on Ace. He's dead right off the bat. Does have the buyback. I'm not sure if he wants to expend it, though. X into the Torrent. There's the big Requiem to follow, but doesn't really connect on much. Taiga does go down to the right click, but that's still a support for your off lane. Epicenter from Amar, Sunstrike to follow, trying to take out the support on the Disruptor. They're going to get the Undying first, though. Static Storm not on a whole lot as Dyrachyo pops the BKB, trying to stand his ground. He gets a double kill for himself now, but the BKB has run out. The Song connects along with the Ice Path. That's life number 1. Torrent to try to slow this down, but Dyrachyo looks to be completely surrounded, and he's going to be brought down by OG. Tofu somehow lives, despite basically being the one initiated on his boom. He's going to get tornadoed. Now blocked up by BZM. Doesn't look like they have much more catch.
Say, if that goes the way of OG, I have them all the way. Goes the way of Gaimin Gladiators, they have another good moment of opportunity. Going to find Celery here.
Yeah, Burrow, and all the setup in the world for the old Sunstrike.
I don't think it gets much hotter than that in the Dota universe. You got Macropyre and Sunstruck at the same time. That's...
Well,
I love the
conversation a little bit later. Is Dyrachyo, Requiem coming? Not able to dodge with the mirror image, but it's like the Naga will get away anyway. Well, at half HP is the Moonlight Shadow, keeping cover. Nice Burrow Strike onto 2 from Amar. Epicenter to follow. Sunstrike as well, and Ace is dead again. And only Dyrachyo and Boom left. The Ensnare keeps the Shadow Fiend in place, and it's looking like the death of him as well. The Meatball Surprise brings him to his knees. Double kill for BZM, and OG now in the enemy triangle. Cover of Illusions. Amar and company try to initiate Taiga. Nice Burrow coming out. Ace again getting locked down. Sunstrike to follow again. Pops his BKB finally. There's the Primal Roar now on top of Amar. Still with the BKB, but gonna see Requiem from the sideline. Not quite enough to take out Amar here. But the axe out. He gets out of that as well. Amar, slippery man.
They still have vision on him for
They
Klims.
do. Finally Klims back. Double kill for Tofu of all heroes. But you can see the smoke down from OG. They are ready for this potential fight here. And Roche has begun. They're going to pop the drums. They really want to get this quickly, but OG are here. Sunstrike's going to give them some vision. There's the Burrow Strike Epicenter as well. Into the Ice Path and Macropyre. Massive damage being applied. Finally, the BKBs come out. Dyrachyo with a massive Requiem for himself. He's just going for the Roche, but he's going to get Yules. BZM takes the Aegis. OG gets the Roche as well. And now they're going to try to turn this around onto Dyrachyo, who has no BKB anymore. Massive fight for OG. And the Ice Path clips Ace, who has to BKB TP. He'll be fine, but OG winning this fight and getting the Roshan. I didn't see if they got the shard, but I assume yes. Very calm. I would have been screaming. Something like that. But we're going to see a smoke from both sides. They're going to collide immediately. The Burrow Strike onto 2. Undying deleted. Ace and Boom able to get off their BKBs, though, in mass for the entirety of Gaimin Gladiators. In fact, now they might have to back off as Ace able to get the correct Naga Siren with the Roar. But this is all in a defensive measure. Gaimin on the run. Dyrachyo trying to Satanic back up to a healthy amount. It's good amount of damage, but Ace is dead, and now the Ice Path connects. And this is looking very, very bad for Gaimin as they lose their Shadow Fiend as well. And the Song just to cancel any potential TPs. Tofu spills 3 for 1 OG.
Yeah, this is starting
Radiant's
to look more and more like a formality of just going down the lane and getting a lane of barracks now for OG. They have 50 seconds on the Shadow Fiend. Without that hero, Gaimin Gladiators can't fight. And what I was getting at is that you're going Hex on Kunkka, which a lot of the time is good here, but the problem is you don't have the damage against anymore. Good tornado timing.
Canceled it. That's very nice timing. EMP is going to connect. Triple Meteor thanks to the shard. BZM not going to pursue any further. But Yuragi finds himself a Celery.
Yeah, he was trying to delay things.
Yuragi and all his illusions. Tier 3 top falls. Boom, still trying to defend. Tornado comes out. The BZM still, like you said, that Age is still in tow here. He's going to jump in. Gets off the Cold Snap and the Ice Wall, just buying some time. And finally, the Aegis gets expended as Yuragi is going to be taking out the bottom racks in the meantime. But Static Storm, Ghost Ship is coming, and the Roar on top of it, and they do get BZM.
Wait.
A lot of damage being applied to all these buildings, but no racks quite yet. Song in retreat. It's gibberish, and I'll translate for everybody.
Almost
Smoke on both
MKB on
sides.
Dyrachyo.
Yuragi.
are scanning.
That was the joke, I'm just going to ignore. Oh, the leap out. No connection quite yet, but the glimpse finally comes in. Able to get the vision at the last moment as Taiga gets dropped. But OG not afraid. They want to continue on. Amar able to get the one with the burrow strike. Requiem kind of the zoning. Oh, they pop the BKBs to try to get away from the song. Kind of an awkward engagement overall. I don't know, but the Ice Path connects onto two. Tornado to follow. So both supports controlled right now as Misha trying to outrun this Triceratops and zombies as gets destroyed by a Hawk, it looked like. Triple Meteor now as BZM just playing with his food. Have been spawned. But surely there's going to be sentries in the area, yeah. The dual breath. An idea that this is here.
Forge Spirit's really important there, actually, giving him some much needed information.
Amar, the Tombstone comes out, so that cancels the Blink Dagger, but here's the song just to kill Tombstone. See if they can turn this around on top. The Ice Path connects onto Celery. Thoraccio gets off the Requiem as well, but it doesn't really connect on much. Ace gets the blink up with a nice double burrow from Amar. Inside this kinetic field are two members of OG. They find the first support, so 1-for-1 to start. Buybacks galore, though, as Thoraccio trying to right-click his way out of this, but he is not doing anything, it feels like. The Death Requiem comes out. Ace and the rest of Gaimin on the run. Epicenter. Oh, Amar. All right, blinks to the high ground. On the other side of the ice wall, and it looks like this is going to be the death of Boom at the very least. OG trying to clean up even more as Ace on the high ground, being slowed to a crawl and being brought down again. Well, plenty of time for OG to try to finish this right here, right now. The burrow strike onto the Disruptor. Does have buyback, though. Celery is going to be spotted in the trees. Tornado not going to connect. Along with the Sunstrike as well. Looks like he'll make it back into the fountain as the song being used to control them.
Well,
Ice Path. Oh, BKB from Thoraccio, but if you have to use that next to your fountain, that's probably good news for OG. Glimpse back onto Taiga, but the Mega Creeps have come. The zoning is successful. Trying to focus on another beautiful burrow strike from Amar. Ice Path to follow, but Thoraccio with the Requiem from a good distance here, but they're really just working on the illusions. That's what's taking so long. And again, OG 4 minutes on the Aegis. Now we have the Deafening Blast. The 6 meteors come out, burning them in their own fountain. Epicenter to follow. Gaimin Gladiators will fall as OG will move on. Ace, the last remaining member of Gaimin, but he's going to die inside the fountain as GGs are called. So Gaimin Gladiators, a great year overall, but eliminated here at TI 11. And OG will move on.
Yeah. That was spicy. If you